Greetings and welcome to episode 16 of my Empire Total War Darth Mod Great Britain campaign. And this, my friends, I left it last time. And what a year or few years it was last time, my friends. What an episode it was. It was absolutely action-packed, my friends. And the Dutch, my friends, the Dutch really put their best foot forward here in this campaign. And they really stepped up to the mark here. They took out the remaining French forces here in Strasbourg, thereby eliminating France in its entirety from this campaign, my friends. They've gone. France have gone, barring a sort of resurgence of the French. They are gone. Unless they get rebellion here and the French rebels are able to retake any sort of land. I don't think that's going to happen, as you can see here, because the populace is quite happy here with the Dutch occupation of Strasbourg, and they also took Rhineland off Westphalia, and that removed a sizable chunk there, my friends, of Western Europe from the Dutch sort of enemy. There's only the Hanoverians here who stand in the Dutch way, and I think the Dutch have got enough forces to be able to deal with the Hanoverians, and that's going to put them into direct conflict here, or not conflict, but in direct communication, as it were, with the Prussians. Now, we're allied with Prussia. We're also allied with the Dutch here, the Netherlands. But we have a quandary, my friends. We have a dilemma here. Now, I have had some fantastic comments, as always, and phenomenal advice, as always, my friends, from many of you. And two in particular were sort of, really did sort of amalgamate all of my sort of things I've been thinking about. The first one came from Cade. Now, I did put at the end of the last episode that I was looking to possibly switch my focus back to India. And we then had Cade, who came up with an excellent plan, a really, coherent, structured strategy for dealing with the Mughal Empire. If I do eventually turn my focus to India, or I do actually commit to taking India, then Cade plan will actually be sort of the blueprint for it. I will, of course, flesh it out and adapt it, change it a little bit around the edges, but the main bulk, the main sort of focus of Cade's strategy will remain the blueprint, the actual focus of our campaign there, splitting into three army groups: west, east, and south. It's an excellent plan here, and hitting the central part of India hard, removing sort of that core resistance from India. And also had a very, very, very good summary, my friends, from Alan. Now, Alan is a real good friend of mine. You can see his channel in the side channels, this sort of other channels that you might be interested in. You can see Alan's channel there. Alan's a good friend of mine. We've talked a couple of times about different things to do with Total War. We've also played a couple of campaigns together. And of course, Alan, again with a keen commander's eye, has come up with saying to me possibly to hold back on India, maybe look further afield, and also that there's not been a time where he hasn't fought a campaign where the Dutch and the Prussians aren't in conflict with each other. As you can see, they're now where they are actually at touching distance of each other, and of course they're both my allies. So I would of course probably err on the side of the Dutch if I was to take sides, which means I would be dragged then into another conflict in Europe, which would just draw my forces into sort of the quagmire, the morass of a European war, when my gaze is sort of erring on the side of India. So again, Alan is right. I must be careful, because remember, India is a superpower. The Mughal Empire is a superpower. Be absolutely under no illusions. Their forces they have are staggering. So we have to watch what I'm doing. I'm going to take both advice from Cade and from Alan, from anybody else. All the advice I get is fantastic, and I do incorporate it in my campaigns. Sometimes I don't always sort of mention it, but I do read every single comment and I absorb every comment in. So keep them coming, my friends. They are invaluable to me. They really are. So I will be this sort of episode, maybe next episode as well, preparing myself, getting my armies ready. Should things stay quiet on the Western Front, then maybe I can put my gaze to India. If the US eventually becomes the superpower, which I think it is going to be, because they are slowly dismantling the Iroquois, which means they would give them full control of North America with all its resources. If I can get trade with America, that would supplement a loss I would have against the Mughal Empire. But that's a big if. The planning for the invasion of India must be absolutely meticulous. It must absolutely be pretty much flawless to be able to succeed. Surprise will be on my side, but it'll only work for a few years. After that, the Indians will be able to mobilize quite a strategic reserve they have there, my friends. We have to be careful. But in the meantime, I might even get drawn into a war in Europe. There's a good chance. And also Sweden are extremely hostile towards us, so we have to keep our eye on Sweden as well. So there are many factors that could alter our plans here. So I'm just sort of giving you the heads up there, my friends, of what might happen. My plans are still eventually to go for India, but we may be dragged into the quagmire of a European war. And that will, of course, shatter all of our sort of prepared plans. But I'm going to take this opportunity as well to build up Britain and build up all of my centres here as best I can, and also get my economy as strong as I can here in case we are dragged into a war, or we start a war that we have initiated and we've got a strong European economy and a strong British economy. And also I'm going to start as well slowly upgrading my Indian assets here. As you can see here, we do hold a good chunk of this sort of northern, going all the way down to the south here of India. We've got Nagpur, Cuttack, and we've got Calcutta here, Bengal. So I'm going to start upgrading and sort of really bringing these up to full here. Government chambers, I'm going to get everything I can here. Army board, because if we do invade India, if we do take the fight, then Bengal is going to be the major production centre for our troops. We cannot rely on troops coming in from Europe and from Britain, because the journey, the distance is just far too, it's too much, the distance, for us to be able to reinforce quickly, which means we'd have to pretty much hold what we had and then wait for reinforcements coming from Britain. And believe me, my friends, that is going to be doomed to failure. So we have to have a strong economy and also a strong production centre here in India, ready to produce the troops we need to keep maybe an offensive rolling on, as you can see. So we've got quite a lot to do here. Look at that, we haven't even got metal roads here yet, which would, of course, we will need to be able to increase our range of our map and campaign movement here. And of course, look at this, Nagpur is pretty much surrounded. So, we are friendly with the Mughal Empire, but that doesn't mean you take your eye off them, not even for a second, my friends. So, we're going to start our preparation and planning for either eventuality, either a war in Europe which is brought to us, or a war in India which we are going to take to them. So, my friends, there's not a lot else we can do here, but I have pretty much got London here up to everything I can get here, bar, of course, Somerset House, which is, of course, going to cost an absolute fortune. Our economy, though, is not doing too bad at all. Nearly 10,000 coming in here. And we do have a good tax income as well, which is pretty much supplementing our army. Trade is not that brilliant at the moment, so I really want to try and change that if I can. I'd love to get trade with the United States, because they're going to be quite a powerful faction, and that is why I removed this shipyard here and made it into a port, or am making it into a port. This should open up a few more trade lines for us. Hopefully that'll give us access to the American market. It's really what we need to do. And of course we do have a sort of Gibraltar Straits here firmly under our control. As you can see, there's a lot of trade passes through here, a lot of trade. We've got quite a lot of trade coming in through this line here. But look at United Provinces, 12,000 coming in for the United Provinces, for the Netherlands. It's a staggering amount of money they make. But it's good to have them as an ally. And also we've got a buffer zone here now as well, between the sort of rest of Europe as it is. And of course Russia, which is a behemoth. It really is an absolute beast in this. I think, are they still at war? I believe they're still at war with Prussia, Sweden even. I really hope they are, because yes indeed they are. Beautiful. That's going to hopefully drag a lot of Swedish attention away from us onto the Russians. But unfortunately Russia, it's a naval hospital that is now. They must have converted that to a naval hospital. So I've got to be careful, because that means they're going to get... Ooh, look at this. They're starting to bring in the big boys here, which we don't have as yet. We are lagging behind in terms of technology here, but I need to get this here to get a dry dock. The dry dock is then going to give us what exactly? These second-rate ship of the line, which I am going to start bringing in as soon as we can get this here. Going to start recruiting. And we've also got this army here which fought against the French and really gave them a heck of a battering, which opened up the door for the Dutch. As you can see, we're bringing these up to full here. These will or may or could even be sent back to India, but we're just going to hold fire a little bit, my friends, just to make sure that everything is nice and set up properly here in Europe. Right, let us end the turn. Enough talking from me. Oh, look at... Ooh. Now, the Netherlands really do have some strong forces, and it's good to see them on the move. Look at that. What a beautiful... Ooh. Look at that. Beautiful. I think that they could be in deep, deep trouble here. The Hanoverians, if the Dutch really strike hard against Hanoverians, it's going to be nice for us. Because it means more trade for us as well, but also there's that extra buffer. Prussia. Oh, nicely done, Prussia. Beautiful. They've been an absolute drain upon our resources there, the Venetians. We can own... Oh, look at that. That's an absolute barrage from Prussia there. Ottomans. Ooh, wait a minute. Look at that. They're landing in Moldavia. Looks like they're going to try and hit the Russians pretty hard here. Wow. And now how Russia going to respond? A little bit of a little bit of a long turn there for the Ottomans, but still nothing really great deal. Looks like Sweden are going for... Wait a minute, where are you going exactly? Don't do it, Sweden. Don't do it. Don't do it. Looks like Russia's taking the fight to Sweden, which is what we want. We need that. Mughal, here we go. Don't tell me there's any more forces. Jeepers creepers. That is as frightening a force as I've seen in a long time. We have to get that right. If we go for India, we're going to have to get that right. I wonder what they're going to go for. I think a war with Sweden. I can't quite remember. Ooh, looks like someone's going to be hit. And indeed, that is Austria. Ooh, United States. We know United States are getting on. Quebec, which is the remnants of the French Empire. Pirates, which seem maybe to be knowing not a lot, thankfully. Now. It's gone back up. Look at that. Portugal absolutely still knocked out there. Prussia, of course, is being taken out by whom? Oh, of course, they haven't repaired the port. And Sweden's been hit as well, which I'm not really too concerned about. Look here. Oh, Hanover's gone. Prussia beat them to it. Prussia has taken Hanover. Wow. Plot thickens. Ooh, fourth ship of the line. Again, we're going to maintain our fleet discipline here. Ooh, hello. Excellent, of course. Excellent, that's nice. That is nice. Okay, that means added income for us. We're going to bring these farms up to full. Spending our money on our economy, remember, my friends, and getting everything else up to ship shape. Here in Ireland, Shannon Farmland, it's going to give us there 437. It's 3 turns, not too bad at all. Eventually, want to get these up here. Water-powered claw. Oh, look at that. That's a nice income there, and look at the wealth per turn. It's very nice there indeed. And here as well, if we can get 1,400. An iron mast, that is fantastic. I wonder if we can try and get ourselves some... Why isn't Orleans doing something? Why are you just standing there? Make yourself useful, boy. Advanced irrigation. Yeah, I think we'll go for advanced irrigation because it's going to give us wealth from farms. We've got quite a few farms. Bottling furnace. I'm going to try and push my agriculture out as quickly as I can here. We've almost got that there. Have to get a college to increase that there. I wonder if Sweden would want a trade agreement with us. Nope. They really don't like us at all, do they? United States, I can't there because they are full. We got here that needs... Oil Observatory is going to give us +8. Oh, that's quite nice actually. Oh, we've got the horse cavalry there on the way. What about here? Great arsenal. I do need to... Actually, I might invest my... more out here, to be honest with you. How are they liking us here? Plus 113, so they're actually pretty good with us at the moment, but that doesn't... Oh, actually very friendly. So actually we're going to increase our stakehold here. It's a big commitment, but... Weaver's Cottage, or we've got this here. 450. But actually I need to get myself into gear here, so I'm actually going to have a governor's chambers. I'm going to make a statement of intent here. We're going to really invest in India here and get things moving quite nicely. I want to try and get up to 1,000 coming out of here. I also need to increase the roads as well, but I haven't got the money for that just yet. 987, now we've got 10. Next income is 9879, which is fine. We can get any more technology. Oh, hello, good sir. I wonder if we can get... If we can get that for that, I wonder. Nope, they're not very too good with us at all there. Damn, they got everything at all. These are very, very... Look at the trade partners they got here. This is absolutely jam-packed. Yeah, their power is pretty terrifying, to be honest with you. That's fine. Anyone here we can trade with? Nope. As soon as we can open our other port up, we should be okay. The Dutch are down here. Which is good. It's good to have an ally off one of your major sort of targets, as it were. We do have most of these. Do we need this dockyard here, I wonder? Probably. Oh, actually, I should have put that as well there. I'll put all these farms up as soon as I get a chance. I just wanted to try and focus on Britain at the moment. One more turn, we have another trade port. Open up a couple more trade lines for us. Anyone else we're missing here? Now, can we invest any more money in one of these, I wonder? Which of these do we need to be brought back up? I think we'll have this gentleman here. He has the most stripes. So we're going to invest in that. Always try and invest all of your money if possible. Prussia has actually been completely cut off here, so... Yeah, Prussia has been cut off from us in its entirety because of this here, because of... Oh, actually got a fishing port here. And that as well. Hope they'll fix that. It's a trade. Ooh, 20,000. Tax income is doing very nicely indeed, my friends. Right, let's end the turn again. We're going to have some quite quick turnarounds here. That's right, you just pull back. That's it, pull back there. Nicely done. Husband your forces together. Really corral them, bring them together. That's what you need to do. Prussia, who are exceptionally strong at the moment. Look at the forces they've got here. This is going to be crazy. If they do turn their attention, they gaze towards the Dutch, so we're going to have to, you know, really possibly be thrown into quite a brutal war. And the Ottomans have gone for Moldavia by looks of things. Iasi is... Oh, look at that. Mind you, the Russians might have dealt with it, but that's a huge Swedish force heading up there. That is going to be a brutal fight there. Persia. Keep an eye on the Mughal Empire here, because what are they going to do? Not a lot by the seams of things. Portugal, who seem to be stirring something here. Crimean Khanate, Venice. Oh, my absolute arch enemy at the moment is Venice. They are raiding everything under the sun here. Damn them with their trade line raiding. Look at that. United States, which is growing in power. Don't do it, Barbary States. Excellent, they got beaten back there. Ooh, Bilbao. Excellent. I think we're going to give ourselves another trading port here. What have we got? Ooh, 11384. Beautiful. Ooh. look at that. I think we'll get ourselves a craft workshop here. We shall definitely be looking to improve our trade here. Oh, and here. Thank you very much, good sir. Oh, and here. But not yet, not yet. Just time, patience, my friends. Patience. Patience is a virtue. What else we got here? Ah, that's more like it. That's opened up a nice amount of trade here. Can we finally trade maybe with somebody else? No, we can't. They're full to capacity here. But at least it's increased our capacity for trade here. Yep. Improves export capacity, increases trade volume values. Yep. That's good. That's good. That's what we needed. We're going to try and make as much as we can here. And we're going to make the farms here pay their way. And here as well. Remember, this is going to be probably an episode where we just bring all of our economy up to full here. Try and get everything up to scratch. Make it worth, you know, getting our pushing and, you know, really pumping out the money here. Squeezing every ounce of gold out of what we've got here. Thankfully, the Dutch have pulled back their forces here from Hanover, and they're able now to have these as available as support. And actually, what I am going to do is I'm going to do this. Have I got any technology? I've got nothing to give them at all. I was going to give them some extra stuff, but whoa, our wealth has gone from spectacular down to rich. So in fact, these are much more comfortably off than we are, which is fine. How are we trading with the Dutch? We're trading overland? I would imagine we would be. No, why are we transporting via sea? It just seems to be crazy, but I guess they're using this part here. Look at that, 20,000 coming in here. Oh, 20,000, they are unbelievably rich. We do have the Swedish here drawing off some here. I don't like that at all. Okay, we're going to go quite quickly here. We've got quite a lot of buildings being constructed here as well. Naval Board and Gunnery School. Gunnery School give us a 4-inch mortar battery. How is our research coming along here? Almost done here. 22 turns. Oh, 5 turns to get that. That'll be nice. That'll give us a huge boost. The house, which is going to help with yeah, public order. Tax burden they don't like, but that's fine. I wouldn't. Yes, have we got that? Yeah, well, I'd probably get a royal actually. Probably get a royal observatory because it'll increase our technology rate and also give us a quite a big boost here in turn and town wealth. Right, let's end the turn again, my friends. Remember, this is going to be quite a quick turnaround. We're looking to build up our infrastructure and slowly but surely get our military up and running here as well. Looks like the Dutch might be possibly going somewhere, but I'm not sure yet. I just hope they keep their strength in one place so that they can counter anything the Prussians might throw at them. Because eventually Prussia will cast its eye over that territory there they have. Well, my friends, that was a 15-minute Ottoman Empire turn where they just did absolutely nothing. Well, nothing we could see, but it was stuck there for 15 minutes. So you'll probably see the Ottoman Empire turn removed or edited out, my friends, just for your enjoyment. I'm sure you don't want to sit there with 15 minutes for that, my friends, but I just hope that Russia can do something against the Ottoman Empire, purely for the reason that they can reduce the time of the turns the Ottomans take. For some reason, they get stuck. There's a bug. There's a waypointing bug in the Ottoman sort of area, and it just stops them from being able to do anything cohesive. So I'm not sure. As you can see here, they've taken this part of Russia here, so they've moved up forces here, and they've actually taken this sort of backwater in the Urals, as it were, from Russia. So Russia might respond quite vigorously. United States. I'm going to check on how the United States are doing, actually. Pirates, don't do anything else. Pirates, don't do anything. Thank you very much. Uh-oh, who's dead? Oh, I don't believe it. John Leakey was an excellent admiral. We won't get any more admirals in just yet. We don't need them yet, but that's a loss. Excellent. Oh, that's nice. 12,967, nearly 13,000 coming in here. So we really have stepped up our game here now in terms of the economy. So anywhere else we can do so and gain any more income, as it were. Remember, I've got to keep my focus on Britain for the meantime. I have to make sure that is rigorously brought up to scratch. Let me have a quick look at the United States, how they're doing here. Ooh, they've lost the Iroquois territory, so they're actually getting pushed back here. Ooh, they've taken Charleston. They've actually got Charleston. But they've been pushed back out of here. Montreal is actually... Ottawa rebels. That might be an interesting position here. Possibly Quebec. Maybe, just maybe, this might be a avenue for us here, but I'm not quite sure. But oh, looks like they're getting hit pretty hard here. But the Iroquois, looks like the Iroquois are shaping up to be probably tougher opponents than they thought. But I'm not going to get involved in anything. And that, look at the size of the Spanish territory here. It is quite colossal. They've even got Falmouth, and they've also got Nashwack here. Oh, look at that. Terra Nuevi rebels. So maybe, possibly, but not before I'm ready. Not before I'm ready, my friend. Oh, look at that Semitic house. But that's look at that. Oh, look at the bonus income for tax income. That's huge. But I haven't got the money to be able to do that just. Oh, ordnance board. Oh, look at that. What have we got here that we can bring into army board? That's going to give us Coldstream Guards. Great arsenal. So we are going to have that. And we are actually going to get the ordnance board. But let me just quickly check over in India. Oh, this is... I do need to squeeze out as much as I can here from these, but I don't want to throw too much into India just in case the situation doesn't go our way over here. So in that case, I'm actually going to put the money into this ordnance board here. I've got 4,000 left here, so is there any more? Oh, look at this army here. This is proving to be quite a nice army here. I'm actually going to recruit a general for it. Cedric Gage. What about here? What can I put into this here? A great arsenal. I think I'll bring up this up to a Royal Observatory. I'm going to spend my money wisely and bring everything I can up to full pelt here. I've got to make sure that I do that. Oh, I was just 2 away from here. Thank goodness for that. That's going to give us rocket troop. We're almost done here for naval architecture. We can then finally open up dry docks, which is going to give us a little bit more here in terms of our firepower on the high seas. Copper bottoms here. Damn, that's going to cost a little bit more, but the speed of the ships increases at least. What about longitude watch? Ah, look at that, movement range. Got that. We do need this though, because then we can come down to this here. Can we get naval college though? Naval board. What about here? We can't get anything here, so it looks like we're going to get naval board, and then we can get anything. But again, I've got to try and get Britain as as strong as I possibly can here. I'm going to get division of labour. Yes, look at that. That's more like it. Now they're starting to turn the tide here. 13957, beautiful. Yeah, look at that. Look at that coming in there from Sweden. That is fantastic. Still can't get it from the United States because they're still squeezed pretty hard here. They're very friendly. We've got an alliance with them, so I might actually, to help them out, I'm actually going to send them a carcass shot. Just against the... and that'll set us up for a nice trade agreement with them in the future as well. What's our income here? 14,000 United Provinces, 18,000. Their income has dropped slightly. And ours has increased as well, so not too bad at all. What are they like? Who are they? Then, yeah. You just hold on to what you've got. Why don't you repair these, for goodness sake? Repair these. And down here as well, I'll have to start putting some of these into getting some of this up as well. What have we got? Yeah, we've got metal roads here. To bring all of these eventually up to full here. Great arsenal. But I've got to focus on the homeland. And also... Ooh. Actually, what about this army here? Is there anything else we can bring up here? Wow, that's a lot there. I should bring this up here. We've almost then refitted this army. And it's ready for whatever comes our way. End the turn, my friends. Let's have a look at what's going to happen here. I promise it looks like they're pulling troops over somewhere else, but at least they're building now and also making use of what they've got here. Prussia. I wonder what the Russians are going to do, because look at that there. I wonder what Russia's going to respond here. Doesn't look like they're going to take it too seriously here, but they haven't responded at all. Looks like they're focusing all of their efforts against the Swedish Mughal Empire. Okay, we've got to be wary here. Portugal. Drat. Ivory States. Again getting hit quite hard. Pirates nothing, so that's good. Oh yes, nicely done. Oh, Lyon. I think we have a craft workshop here. Let's get this up and running. And what else? Oh, look at that. What a boost to income here. Beautiful. 1313. Look at this. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And we've just got one more turn for that there. All of these will then eventually be brought back onto stream as well, which is good for us. But again, we have to keep our focus where it's important, and it's here, back in... Oh, I'd love to make Somerset House, but I just cannot really afford that. That's a huge chunk of money there. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, palatial estates. I'll be damned. Let's get that up and running right there. Military Academy. I'm probably going to get a military academy here because I've got a feeling we might need that eventually here. It's always good to have everything boosted up quite nicely here. Oh, wait a minute. Naval board. And also, oh, we're getting Ordnance Factory here as well, I think. 703, but they are worth it. We've got to keep these men very well up to date here. Not yet. Not yet here. What's that? 450. $375 here in Lincolnshire. So going to give us 425. So actually what we will do is we'll have that there. We've got, will that give us 525 as well. So actually we're going to cancel that one there, and we're actually going to have one in here in Speyside and any Hebrides. And we're going to then put the rest here into, oh, look at that 4-inch mortars, but we got here. I actually want to put these into more, so I want 3 more into another. Actually going to do that. I think, my friends, we should have one last turn. I know there's not moving action here, but it's about getting ourselves fit here for purpose, getting all of our infrastructure ready here and what we own and what we control. Especially in Britain here, we want Britain to be absolutely the powerhouse of our empire here. Getting up to where it needs to be. Got these palatial estates coming in then as well. Also bringing Edinburgh up to full spec here. I'll probably get a Royal Observatory for that as well. Give us an increase in turn wealth here. Get a great arsenal as well here to give us that extra income, our extra boost to our military assets, which we will probably need. We need all of these to be firing on all cylinders. Right, let me quick check over in here. They're holding on pretty well here. I thought the US would be striking out a bit better than this. We're at peace. I wonder if I can help them out a bit further, because we are very friendly with them. We're allied with them, so I'm actually going to send them some more technology. I'll send them wedge formation as well, I think. Maybe that'll help them in the war they've got. Are they still at war? Yeah, they are. With the Iroquois. Oh, down here. Yeah, we've still got pirates here and here, so no one's dealt with them yet. I thought the Spanish might have done it, or even the Dutch, and the Dutch have got a Jeepers Creepers. That's a vast network they've got here, the Dutch. They really do have. Okay, let's end the turn. This will be the last. Let's have a quick look here. 13,136. Yes. Last turn, my friends, of this episode. Not a lot of action, but a lot of action in terms of the campaign and also getting ourselves on a good firm footing. While we're at peace, remember, while you're at peace, you must make the most of it, because eventually someone's going to come along and it's going to throw a spanner in the works, and you're not going to be ready. You're not going to have that economic backbone to be able to fight a war, But if we can here, if we can get ourselves established well and truly here, all of our lands linked together nicely, everything up to full tilt, all our production at full tilt, we then stand a good chance of being able to do something. So wherever we Well, my friends, another long turn there from the Ottomans, but it looks like they are starting to now to push in against the Russians in quite a big way here. As you can see, they've taken a big chunk of the territory here, and they're on the doorstep, my friends, of taking Moscow, which would be a huge blow there to the Russians. What will they do in response? I'm not sure, but Mughal again bringing quite a few forces together here. By damn, that's a look at the size of these armies. That is ridiculous. Italian states, Portugal. Oh, where are you going? Ah, Courland, of course, have cut off. Oh, where do they go? Where's Venice going? There it is, into there. Right, states. Barbary states and pirates. Of course, England. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, 21,390. Getting there. Very nice indeed. Very nice indeed there, my friends. Now, what we are going to do immediately is bring up these estates here in Britain full. What do we have here that needs doing here? We'll definitely have the great arsenal coming into its own. Oh, look at that, and there as well. In Ireland. And that leaves us with pretty much everything. Oh, Naval College. We do need reformed administration for that. That's going to then allow us to at least... How far off is the drive? Is this? Oh, just... Oh, it should be done. Why is... Oh, no, 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 no. Why isn't it done? Why is not that not done there in Cambridge? Admiral of the Bathtub. That should have been done by now. Why isn't it done? Why isn't that ready? It was a bit strange, unless you've already got... No, we don't. I wonder if I can get off somebody. United Provinces, what have they got here? They don't have it. What about... Oh, they're friendly there, Poland. Not happy with us at all. But the Ottomans, what have they got? I wouldn't mind that. And shall we say... a payment of 500. Improved grape shot. What I would like, good sir, is for that. Okay, not a problem. Oh, Russia. What have you got, Russia? Have you got? No, they don't indeed. Sweden. What if Sweden have got it? Of course they've got it. What if they'd be interested in that there? I need to get these ships up and running here. So I'm going to offer them for that. I'm going to offer them that and that. Okay. What about Spain? They're indifferent to us, but we've got everything here. Oh, Prussia. I wonder if I can try and buy it off them at least, payments. I'll give them 1,000 for it. Okay, okay. Not a problem. We shall get it ourselves then, if that's the way you want to play it. We shall merely wait. I don't know why it's on 0 and not... what can we invest? Of course, we've got to bring these up to here. Right, they're being brought up to where they need to be. I don't think there's anything else we can do here at the moment. I think we've pretty much done all we can. We've got to get these estates up as well running to get our income going as quickly as possible. And there as well, but that's going to take some time. It's going to cost us a little bit of money to get all of these up and running. That doesn't mean we ignore it or we just put it to, oh, naval college, I need to get these reforms in. I really do. I'm not sure why that's just stuck at 0. That should be all. We should already have that. I don't know why we don't have it. Maybe, my friends, you can tell me why we don't have that yet. Oh, we've already got. No, we don't know. And the reason I don't understand why that is like that, but hey. Right, my friends. I think we're going to end this episode here. As you can see, it's been an episode where we've just started to bring the Empire, you know, sort of up to its full potential. There's not a lot of action going on here, but we have brought the Empire up to where I think it needs to be, which is pretty much the economy has been the absolute focus here, and also we've slowly but surely managed to get this army here up into some kind of decent shape here. I'm probably going to bring another. Actually, I'll bring another cannon in, I think, here. Well, wait a minute. What have I got being built here? Ordnance board. Actually, I'll stop that there because there's no point in doing that. Because I'll be off a 24-pounder soon. I think I shall put another. I'm actually going to have another horse. I think I'll have another lifeguard unit in it. So we've got this army here. This army here that's been really did have a huge fight on the western front. That's been brought up to full as well. Looks like, how are they doing with each other here? Other provinces. Actually, they're not. I don't think they're too bad at all, but to keep an eye on that just to make sure that they don't turn against each other and I'm dragged into a war in Western Europe. That's what I don't want. So the last thing I need is to be dragged into this war here. But I do have this garrison here in Paris, and I'm also bringing up the Paris sort of production here of military production up to full. We'll get at least up to a decent amount, so at least I can provide forces to the Dutch should they need it. But my friends, I'm going to end this episode here because we have done as much as we can in this episode, and with the resources we've got, as you can see, we've got 12,928 coming in now. We've got our tax income is really coming up very nicely. It's covering pretty much all of our army upkeep, because we've got quite a low army upkeep considering what we've got. As soon as I get all of these farms and everything else running on full tilt, and getting all of these up to full. As you can see, we've still got quite a bit to upgrade here in terms of farms. It's going to cost quite a lot of money to bring all of these up. But once they're up and running, it's going to definitely increase all of our wealth quite a lot here. So that's what we do want, my friends, for definite, is that. But I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please comment, like, and subscribe. Please keep your advice and your comments coming down below, my friends. Is so welcome. They always are really, really welcome to me. It's been absolutely fantastic. And again, next episode I will probably be doing the same thing, building up my economy, getting a strong, stable economy. And also I'm going to probably focus half of my budget on my economy, and the rest is going to go on armies. I'm going to start increasing my army count, trying at least to create one army group which will contain 3, possibly 4 full stack armies. So we've already got 2 here. 2 towards my first army group. We'll have another lifeguards in here, and this will be quite a powerful, quite a strong force here. This will be, but as you can see, we've got Royal Observatory and we've got Ordnance Board coming in, which is going to give us the 24-pounders, which really do a lot of damage. But everything else then will be up as best I can get at the moment. And we are also probably going to turn our gaze as well then eventually to India in terms of our bringing up everything in India to full spec. But really Europe is my sort of the rock with which my economy and my armies are going to be sort of built upon. So I need to really invest in those, the time and the money into them, to make sure they are the best they can be at the moment. But anyway, my friends, hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please comment, like, and subscribe. And until next time, my friends, when I can promise you, a lot more campaign action, campaign map action, and a lot of economic action, and possibly, you never know, you just never ever know, my friends, then there could also be some military action as well. It looks like Prague, the Polish have moved into here, and it looks like the Russians do have their hands full with the Ottomans. But anyway, my friends, until next time, bye for now.